Hello students and welcome back to your English class. In the lesson of today we're going to work with a new content of grammar, and this new content is called simple past or past simple, and we're going to use it in an affirmative form and in a negative form. Also, we're going to use past time expressions as you can see here in the title. So we're going to start with the presentation. As you can see here we have a photograph, okay, and we have two bubbles or two dialogues. We were there for band practice, Zach, and you weren't. And the other boy is telling practice is for you guys. So today we're going to focus on these two words that are involved. Here we have the word were and weren't, okay? That is the representative form of a past simple tense. We're going to continue. As you can see here we have a box with concepts of this grammatical structure. As you can see, we're going to start here with the subject. Remember that the subject in Spanish it means sujeto and is referring to a person. Se está refiriendo a una persona, okay? And here we have the affirmative form in red, and then we have the negative form that is separated in two, the full form and the short form. Okay, let's go. I have the subject I, and the affirmative form was, okay? And in negative form is. Was not, the full form, and the short form is wasn't. Then we have you. Where, we're going to use where. The full form in negative is were not, weren't. Then we have he, she, and it with was not, wasn't. We, were not, weren't. You, were not, weren't. And finally they, were not, weren't. Okay, very good. If you pay a lot of attention, you can notice that in the subjects that are singular, like for example I, he, she, it, we are going to use the word was. And in the subjects that are plural, like for example you, we, you again, and they, we're going to use the word were. Very important that. So we're going to complete this think box, and says complete the phrases with was or were. As I said before, the singular subjects I, he, she, it, you're going to use the word was. And with the plural ones, you're going to use were, okay? Here we have a warning, okay? And pay attention to that. Here it says, watch out. We do not contract was or were. Very important this. In this part, we're not going to use contractions. Es muy importante que entiendan de que la parte de cuando utilizamos el sujeto, más en este caso el auxiliar was o were, no lo vamos a usar de forma pequeña, no lo vamos a usar de forma en contracción. ¿Ya? Siempre lo vamos a utilizar I was, you were, she was o they were. No vamos a usar la versión cortita. So here we have some examples. You're going to listen it and you're going to repeat it, okay?
I was at school. They weren't in a band.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we're going to repeat it again. I was at school and they weren't in a band. Okay, perfect. So, past time expressions, and this is very important too. Here we have another text. It says, where were you last night? I was at home. So, we're going to focus on this kind of expression that you have here involved, last night. That is a past time expression that we're going to use with past simple, okay? So here we have the first one. Yesterday, you could use it in a sentence. You could say yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, or yesterday evening. Then we have last, as you can see here in the example. You can say last Monday, last week, last summer, last Christmas, last year, a year ago. Here we have another one. 10 minutes ago, 2 days ago, a week ago, and a month ago. Pay attention to this part because you're always going to use the expression at the beginning, but in this case with the expression ago, you're going to use it at the end of the expression. You cannot say ago a year or ago 10 minutes. You're going to say it always 10 minutes ago, 2 days ago, referring to 10 minutos antes o 2 días atrás. Okay? The expression yesterday is referring to yesterday morning, ayer en la mañana, ayer en la tarde o ayer en la nochecita. Luego dice last Monday, el lunes pasado. Okay? Past expressions. Then we have in 2013, in June, in the 90s, in the 20th century. Okay? And we have another think box and says complete the rule with can or can't. English time expressions can go at the beginning of a sentence. Okay? Tenemos algunas las expresiones en inglés pueden ir al principio de cada oración. That is what is written there. And they can go at the end of a sentence. Y también pueden ir al final de cada oración. In this case, you have here at the beginning and here at the end, okay? Watch out, another warning, and you have to pay a lot of attention here. It says, watch out. We use time expressions to say when something happened in the past. Remember that the expression past simple is referring to not the present or the future. It's telling you actions that happened in the past. So, vamos a utilizar expresiones en este tiempo, las expresiones de tiempo que hacen referencia a algo que ya ocurrió, a algo que pasó en el pasado, algo que ocurrió en el pasado. No vamos a hablar ni de presente ni de futuro, nos vamos a hacer referencia solamente a lo que vamos a realizar en el pasado. Okay? So, here you have another examples. You're going to listen to grammar examples and you're going to repeat it.
I was in London in the 1990s. We were in Greece last summer.
Okay. Now we're going to do some exercise in order to know if you learned this piece of advice and this piece of content that we're working today. So, the instruction says the following. Complete the sentences with the affirmative or negative simple past form of be. Okay? Use short form if possible. And you have an example. Here you have, for example, this ticket. This ticket represents a positive form, a positive. So you cannot use negative. For that reason, says my mom is a she. And for that reason is this word, was, not were. We're going to do number 1. Says the girls, and pay attention here to the cross, weren't. Good. And you're going to use short form, okay? Let's go to the second one. I, again, negation. I wasn't at the movie theater last night. Number 3, Kelly and Dennis is a positive form. So, were at the Rock Center last week. Number 4, it, and we have here a negation. It wasn't Judy's birthday on Saturday. Number 5, they, a positive form because we have a ticket. They were in the choir. Number 6, we have a cross, negative. We weren't home. And finally, number 7, you have a ticket, so it's positive. You were late yesterday. Okay, excellent job. Let's go to the second exercise. Okay, here we have the second exercise, and the instructions as the following. Look at the pictures and write sentences with the simple past affirmative or negative form of be and past time expression. This is very important. You have to use last, yesterday, in, ago. So here we have an example with the photograph that you have here, and says, Jenny, I have to think, what is the modified word of be? Was or were, is a she, so is singular, so is was. Then says at a party last night, so I try to pay attention here, and she's not in a party, so Jenny wasn't at a party, and here I have night, so I must use last. Jenny wasn't at a party last night. Let's go with the first one. James be at school morning. I pay attention to the photograph number 1. James was at school yesterday morning. Let's go with the second one. Here we have Anne and Rose. We have the second photograph. Anna and Rose weren't in the park 2 hours ago because they were shopping. Okay. And number 3, here you have picture number 3. I was in New York in 2010 or 2010. Let's go with the number 4. Picture number 4. Mario and Sara weren't home last Saturday. And finally, number 5 here. Julie wasn't in Paris a month ago because this is another place, it's not Paris, okay? Okay, boys and girls, excellent job. Now you're going to do some exercise in your book. Wait for the instructions, and if you have doubts, question, remember that it's now that you have to make all your questions. And I hope you make a video again in the next few weeks. So have a nice day, and bye-bye.